If I could do a backflip for one of these intros, I would, but I can't because I'm just some random guy on the internet. What's up, dudes and dudes in the internet? My name's Scythe. We are finally back in spot. Trove on PS4. Pew, pew. Did that scare anybody? Watch this. I can make my controller do a backflip. Alright, I saved it. Anyways, folks, how y'all doing today, folks? I hope you're doing fantastic, wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. Now, of course, I'm going to answer the top question that most of you have right now, which is, why isn't there more episodes on the version of Trove that I enjoy? That's because I'm busy! What do you think? I barely have any episodes in the Let's Play series lately because there's so many different things I can tutorialize. That's a word, look it up. And then also just because it's a lots and lots of news going on. But we finally do have a PS4 episode out today. Hello, gross version of me. No, really, I like it. Why is my piercing green? That scares me. Ignore where I started. I don't have my keyboard plugged in, so I can't /respawn. Things happened to the house. Help! What did you do? Curse you! No, really, what did they do? We've got, whoa, this biome's closed, right? Good, it is. That's a lot of people. Atticus threw a whole bunch of these down because all of his steed feet got removed, but now it's all kind of Halloween themed as well. So enjoy the low frame rate as soon as you end up actually joining this world. However, we're not getting low frame rate. Why are there pumpkins blocking the front door? Why, Captain Oatmeal? Why? No, seriously, why are there pumpkins blocking the front door? That doesn't make any sense. What did they do to my house? They changed the colors. It's all weird now. Are these the official PlayStation colors? Which is perfectly fine, actually, because on the Xbox, we're doing the whole, like, green thing with Jub, the Jub Hub. Hub. And in the PS4, well, now it seems like we've got this, which is great. So today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of new things that are going to be going on with the next update. So if you don't already know, there's going to be one last big update for this year. That's pretty much it. There's just going to be one last big update and then maybe a couple other little things. But the devs finally did end up revealing quite a few things that are very, very exciting as well as a little bit scary. So I hope that you're all wearing your diapers. So what we've got, first of all, I guess we'll just say it right here. In other videos, I ended up talking about how Mastery was going to be boosted to 500. And the reason for that was going to be that from Mastery 300 and up, it was going to cost twice the amount of Mastery points in order to get a level. So essentially, an unmodified character would have to have 700 Mastery in order to have 500, which would be the new maximum, right? But now, it seems that the devs said, forget that noise, and they're just going to keep it straight. There's not going to be any difference in the way that that progression applies to Mastery, but Mastery is going to be boosted to 700. So, I know what you're thinking. Almost everybody, every time I tell them, they're like, wait, why is it going to 700? It's going to end up boosting Mastery to the exact same as they were already going to do previously, except the number's going to be higher because it's not going to take double the Mastery points from level 300 and up. Now, the devs have confirmed that they are going to be trying to work on a new method of, like, just Mastery in general is going to be handled a bit differently. So they say, but honestly speaking, I'm expecting it to be the exact same because that's just kind of what they do, right? Also, for the Halloween event that we got coming up on the 24th, we're gonna, of course, have like an event that we gotta grind and everything like that. But for those of you that saw my videos on the PC series, and then just in general, PC, with all of the Shadow Tower mounts and everything like that, you know that cool Dreadnought mount that I got my hands on? Yeah, so the devs did say, and I kind of quote, not really though, but they did actually say, we won't end up adding anything else that's going to be as epic as that Dread mount, and if we did, it would be something that would have a unique effect, something like Gonda, you know, it would actually be something that would probably be an even more coveted item. However, that theory that they just had, they actually talked about that in a live stream, they threw that integrity out the window at the sake of making money, because in the Halloween event, there's actually going to be a pack that we're all assuming is going to be $10. That's going to give you the Dread mount, but it's going to be Halloween themed. So it's going to be the exact same skeleton. It's going to be nice and big. It's going to have all 4 legs and stuff like that. But instead of being the Dreadnought, it's going to be like a pumpkin that has like vines for legs. It actually does look really cool. And while everybody's actually really hyped about it, honestly speaking, like if what the pack shows thus far is the mount, a helmet that isn't gonna fit with any costume in the game, and a Halloween themed aura for a stellar hat only. Meaning that most players aren't going to be able to benefit from that, right? If you're just starting out. Now, what I would argue is if that's $10, that's not worth it. Like, everyone's all hyped right now because of the dread mount, of course, so everyone's gonna be buying the pack anyways, but personally speaking, it's like $10 for a mount, a helmet, and like a style, like an aura? That just is like kind of gross, isn't it? Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I do think that it's kind of cheap that they ended up going back on their word, but I mean, that's kind of the Trove devs in a nutshell. We always kind of expect that they're going to end up adding some form of, like, if they weren't going to end up adding a cooler dread mount, of course they were going to end up adding one that was going to be for money, just because that's kind of what Trove is all about, right? Why has no one bombed their way in here? Destroy it! Other people are doing the dungeon, so that's okay. Now, that's the Halloween event. That's completely irrelevant to the 700 Mastery, because the 700 Mastery update, we're all assuming is going to be sometime around the end of November. People are speculating November 22nd, because that's usually when they end up having their last big update of the year. Or it's going to be very early December. I would assume late November, just for the sake that, you know, that's when everybody's going to start having time off. That's when everyone's going to start getting all their Christmas money and stuff like that. And it just makes sense as far as business is concerned, right? But other things that are going to be coming with that update, of course, is the big club update, which the devs have still not really talked about the changes, or not really shown the changes that they're going to be adding to the club. We do know, hashtag confirmed, that there's going to be a permission rank, which is going to be like architect, officer, and stuff like that. But then there's also going to be a rank that you can earn in the club, and that one's going to be more for people that are actually like playing and contributing and stuff like that. So we'll see how that ends up turning out. But I do think that that's very cool, because I think right now too many players are always asking for architect and building privileges and stuff, not because they even want to build anything, it's just because they want the rank. They think that it's like something where it's like, I've earned it, I've been here for 5 million years, because they don't want to see themselves as just a member anymore. So it's cool that they're going to be adding something like that. We also have, just in general, there's going to be a tutorial section, a new tutorial section that's going to add Trove lore. Now, there was updates that were going to have this, like, that in itself, the new tutorial area, is extremely old content. Like, that's almost a year old now. I actually had videos on it a very long time ago, but what it essentially is going to be is you're going to start out your character in the tutorial. It's going to straight up tell you all the different buttons. There's going to be a little Cubesley character kind of guiding you on your adventure, and then you're going to actually see Daughter of the Moon talking with some other character. That's going to kind of introduce like Trove lore and kind of why Daughter of the Moon is the last boss in the game and stuff like that. So it's really cool. You know, the production is definitely a lot higher with that intro, but in a lot of ways it still doesn't teach you the essentials of Trove, unfortunately, because that's one thing that a lot of us take for granted, just the fact that we've been playing this game for so long. But think about like when you were just starting out. This game's confusing, man. Like, it's like so confusing, because a lot of the game mechanics are just like really, really weird, right? So, I mean, it would be great if they would have all that get explained in the tutorial, but honestly, then the tutorial would last like an hour or something like that, and people wouldn't want that. But then also we have, most importantly of all, plasma fishing is going to be coming this year with this big update. That's not really that important, honestly speaking. Plasma fishing, like, who cares at this point? I don't know why it wasn't added years ago, but I kind of theorized and talked about this in, you know, recent patch videos and stuff like that, so I just want to say it right here, right now. I'm fully expecting that somehow they're going to end up implementing new pay-to-win methods with all of this stuff. You know, I'm a little bit worried, what are they going to end up doing with the clubs? Somehow, some way, you know, they're going to try and charge us for, like, maybe more club space or something like that. I don't know. If they don't, that's fine, and I'll be pleasantly surprised. But the fishing, we're kind of fully expecting that they're going to add the new method of fishing, which is going to be like kind of double fish speed boosters and stuff like that to the cash shop, which of course makes sense. You know, most free-to-play games have stuff like that, so that's perfectly fine. But You know, and honestly speaking, it really is good just because the fishing is so disgusting in this game. But for somebody like myself who grinded everything legit, along with everybody else that grinded all the fish legit up to this point, it is a little bit unfair. But, I mean, honestly speaking, at this point, we're kind of just beta testing everything and all the features. And then it seems like after a year, they finally end up actually adding new stuff, right? So, most of all, those are the big things that are going to be coming with the next big patch, everybody. I just wanted to let you all know about that. I am going to ignore whatever freak is actually doing this to me. You do not spam club invite me, you uggles. I should create a whole bunch of other clubs, but of course I'm not going to because it's super duper expensive. Somebody actually blasted their way in, didn't you? Hey! Yes, you guys actually know what to do. Oh, and also, if I didn't talk about this in another video, this is going to be the last thing that I'm going to mention, is the tank turtle. We talked about this once before, where the tank turtle itself, okay, seriously, this guy is going down. He's on my ignore list. Now he'll never be able to join me forever, and he'll never see his club in a video again. But in any case, the tank turtle working with the knight's subclass ability. The knight's subclass ability is going to give movement speed to your mount. Now, the devs actually have confirmed that that is a bug. So they are going to end up fixing it at one point, meaning that those of you that actually have spare tank turtles might want to save them, because when that update ends up coming out, where the tank turtle is going to be affected by the subclass ability, it means that the tank turtle is actually going to have normal mount movement speed, if not be faster, just because depending on the power rank that you have your knight at. And because of it, the value of that mount is going to go up a whole lot, because of the fact that suddenly this mount that is kind of useful because it's got infinite bombs, but it's slow, so of course you're not really that reliant on it, you're going to be able to use it a lot more often now, because it's going to be able to keep up with all the other mounts in the game while also giving you infinite bombs. So it's going to probably become one of the most useful mounts in the game. So just keep an eye on that. A bird just hit my window. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I very much appreciate it. Hope that you enjoyed today's video. I just wanted to give you a quick update on all of this stuff. Lately, I've just been so super duper busy, not only just gathering all this information and everything, but I'm hoping very soon that I can kind of just catch you up on all the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes with me and everything. But in any case, I've been having an absolute blast with everything, and I'm sorry that it took this long to actually have a PS4 episode. Generally speaking, it's gonna take long times, like a long time for console episodes, a PC episode, for everything to end up coming out. PC, of course, I grind a lot more than the console, so that's why those episodes are more often. But in any case, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. That's also going to build up loyalty points in my merch store. Links are in the description for that, where you can buy a bunch of t-shirts and stuff. And then otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic day. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.